What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, had to do something interesting for y'all. Y'all can see by the title here talking about why is America the no vacation nation. And I feel like this is a topic that's very important, to everybody, especially after I learned so much about Europe and different things of just the rights and how they really care for their people, the mental health, and just taking a break, enjoying life and not just, living to work. And I feel like it's very important that we understand that the importance in just taking a break to recharge and being able to be more productive and just not enjoying your life and being able to enjoy doing the work that you do, because not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, not everybody gonna have their own businesses and stuff, and that's okay. That is okay, simply because like there are great benefits to having a job, and it's less of a responsibility versus being an entrepreneur or having your own businesses. So you still can think about the responsibility level that most people don't want to have, and that's okay. But I feel like if me being an employee, the advantages I have with having benefits, with being able to take vacation and being able to make great money, like there gotta be a way where I can and really enjoy this by being able to take a break and being on vacation, pretty much making it mandatory. So I found a few articles that I wanted to just go off of and read off of for this video. And yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about today. Is America the no vacation nation? Because I was going through and I was reading some briefly, and I was like, you know what? Let me talk about this. So we finna jump into this. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, send down those recommendations. But here are the article I have first. Um, yeah, it's actually from Forbes. I actually had maybe three that I seen that I was like, all right, this is very important to talk about, just because I mean, one of the sources, I ain't gonna lie, one of the sources was CNN, and y'all know what I told you about CNN, but it's like not everything they say is just off the wall and false, but right here we got Forbes talking about why America has become the no vacation nation. And this was 2018, if y'all can see, so this is not a recent article. I don't think I found a recent article, so I don't know how it is now, especially this is, pre-COVID. This is before COVID, BC, before COVID. So let's dive into this one right here. So while I was on vacation recently, another vacation related to this story, she was a young woman who had worked small company in sales a year ago and had taken 1 week vacation. She returned to the office to consternation. Her boss showed her the company recent sales figures, which were the lowest of the year. So right here, if you even just read this one, like this is like the guilt you kind of feel when it comes to taking a vacation here in the States, for sure, just because like there's gonna be a lot more work to do once you get back, and it shouldn't feel that way, especially if we have other employees. Like some people don't mind taking the slack. I wouldn't even say taking the slack, but some people don't mind taking on the extra task to help you. Like especially if we have multiple people probably working in the same company in the same area, like they will be able to help even more, and you can just split it amongst people. And of course, this is what. Why do you think that is? Vacation, because they took time to relax. Now that's a problem, so, and I seen these yesterday, but here's what I have for like this how I feel like. I feel like if I'm able to recharge, like I shouldn't have to come. Like I know I'm gonna come back to some work, but most people come back to, like I said, that guilt on top of all the work that you miss, and now you probably feel behind. It shouldn't be that way, And I feel like this is definitely a reason why people do not want to take a vacation. And I'm just gonna read off, just as you can see, these little bullet points right here. Vacation sometimes cause no reduced stress. So it got 27% responsible felt they had too many projects or deadline, and 13% fear Look at that, 13% fear the amount of work they'll have to return to. Basically, what I was just saying. Like most people don't want to take that time off, especially like a week or 2 weeks, just because they know the stress that is gonna come with that. This is different for me. This one right here, my boss doesn't like it. I know many companies and stuff I worked at. Like I worked in education. Like I'm not gonna lie, education. I worked in the special education department. So that's tough to take off because those kids really need you like every day that you are available. But I also worked in education where as I was a prevention specialist and my boss, she did. I can say she really did. Like, I wouldn't say encourage it, but she was for like if I needed to take a break or if I needed the day off, just make sure we do it in a timely manner. Basically, like if we were to take off, make sure you do it like a week or two in advance, type thing. Of course, if I had days I was sick and I wasn't feeling good that morning, it was an okay thing. It was just communicating, But I never worked for somebody that said their boss didn't like them taking vacation. That's new. That's different. If you ever felt that, or in your company, let me know what you think. Cause that's to me, that's a game changer right there. Simply because, like, if I'm a boss or if I'm a leader, supervisor or something, like, I can't just say that that's something I don't want, from my employees or anything like that. Simply because I know the importance of that. So if you're a boss that feel like that, that's not good. I don't think that's good. Thanks to the technology, it's harder. It's harder than ever to unplug. So mobile devices, Wi-Fi is harder to than ever to disconnect. Clear one's mind, relax. Okay, this could be a true thing. Even though we take breaks, we always on our phone. We're gonna forever be on our phones, laptops, computers. So I know some people they said, or at least I know in some videos, they were just like, when it's that time for me, when I'm on vacation and stuff, I just leave my laptop at home or, do those different, like I keep it closed and put it up. I know for me, when I was able to take a week off from work beforehand, what I did, I left my stuff, everything in the office. Cause I was like, I'm coming back to the office anyway when I'm back from vacation. Just leave everything there because I don't want to have to like touch and mess. But the thing was too, I still had emails connected to my phone, so I still got emails, and in case of emergency type. But I don't think with technology it is hard to unplug, unwind because we want to see what's going on. We're almost bored with it. It'll derail my career. Man, that's tough. Let's read this. 14% of responsibility not using all of their vacation time increases their chances for advancement. As for derailment, opportunity once again, no exhibit as above. The teller of the story is no longer with the company. Dang, that's pretty messed up. Like me taking a vacation could cost me my career, could cost me my job, and kind of going back with the career thing and just right here with the vacation caused some stress. And as I mentioned, like coming back to the job after you had a vacation to more work, more stress. I actually read this book called The Goal when I was in college, and the book was basically about the supervisor, the company. It wasn't even about vacation, but the company was under, like, he was trying to figure out a way to like basically keep his job because the company was going under because he's a supervisor over different department and different employees. Like that department was failing, losing money and everything. So he pretty much had to learn the goal when it comes to the company. What is the goal? What is the goal? To make money. So he had to figure out how to make money, and he had to figure out how to change his mindset into, not to think negative about the situation or being hard on his employee, but he had to change his mind to see the brighter picture and to really do right by people. So if you read that book, The Goal, it's a great book. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. But I definitely want to check out these other articles as I pull them up. Like I said, I've seen one from CNN, which is always interesting. So there we go. I'm over here looking for it now. So we got CNN, and this one was back in 2011. So let's see what they were saying back in 2011, which I find interesting. We got 2011, 2018. So let's see, jumping right into it. Okay. I dream of taking. Okay, I think that they really including Europe. I dream of taking a cruise or a trip to Europe, but I can't imagine getting away for so long. And I think they're right because, from my understanding, people will tell me if you go to Europe, be prepared to stay 2 to 3 weeks. Like it's not like you stay a couple of days type thing. Like be prepared to stay 2 or 3 weeks, which that's my goal. To stay 2 or 3 weeks when I visit. Americans work like robots. As you can see in 2022, this has not changed. This is still something that basically will be existing probably forever. No legal obligation to offer vacation. Like I think some companies don't even they may not even offer, which sucks. But here we go, talking about Finland, Brazil, and France are champs, guaranteeing 6 weeks of time off, which is amazing. We got Germany among the 2 dozen industry countries from Australia to Slovenia to Japan that requires employers to offer 4 weeks or more of paid vacation for their workers, which I have read before. So all these things still equal up to the videos that I've watched even this year, just on how the vacation time work, the time off work. But yeah, like I said, this one it was a little deeper. This one was far back, but like I said, okay, here go one. I haven't read this one, but this one is at least 2020, and this is one of them. Post COVID, I mean, COVID's still here technically, but this one here is still one of those COVID type ones. So let's see. 7 weeks instead most of Aussie friends. So it's talking about Australia. Again, there are more and more people rejecting the current system and they favor a higher standard of life. Okay. So let's just go. A 2009 survey from Expedia. Employees don't take all their vacation time. While this speaks to how many individuals make personal choices, there might be something else underlying. Role of center economy. Policy called no vacation nation in the 2007 studies. But when we are blessed with vacation time, what takes what this is actually a good question right here. When we are blessed with vacation time, what keeps us from taking the time off we earn and deserve? People who don't take vacation time due to several reasons, they hope to receive compensation for unused time. They have a hard time planning ahead of their. That's true. That's definitely something out there. We're having a hard time planning ahead. Their partners can't travel during the same time. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. These are good. This one right here is a real good one. If you have time to read this one, and I think, like, for instance, when it says you can take off, you might have the time to take off, but your partner might not have the time to take off. And I know that's something for sure. Me and my wife came across before, just because work different jobs, different systems. I remember, I think my time, I usually had a certain amount of time off that I would get after the month, but my wife didn't work that way. Mine came like after a month or two. I worked my job. My wife's didn't come until after like a year. So it was hard for her to take days off. I mean, she's able to work more remote than I was, but it's just hard to take that time off. And you looking at both of your jobs on how to take off, what days you should take off, what works best for both of your schedule. I think that's a big problem, especially if you plan on visiting and traveling somewhere. That's different. And like they said, it's time that you earn. It is time that you earn. And the sucky thing about it, I remember working, and if we didn't use that time, I think after a year it went away. We had to start from scratch. So that's a part that kind of sucked. Wasn't good at all, but that's how it works. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this subject matter. The why America is the no vacation. Why? I just believe like they said in the articles, we work like robots. We're afraid to take that time off, fearing the stress of more work, fearing the stress of what our bosses or managers might say or might think. It's a lot of pressure put on you, you know, and for most people, if you work part time, if you take days off, you don't make no money. If you full time salary, then you're gonna make some money and you're gonna be able to take time off. But you gotta think about those full time workers that are all hourly workers, and you don't make no money unless you clock in, which sucks. It sucks a lot just because like now I'm afraid to take off because there is no money coming in just because I want a vacation. Now I probably have to save a good amount of money to go on vacation and save a good amount of money to be able to, you know, stay on top of the money that I just lost or replace the money that I'm going to lose for taking that time off. So that's another thing to think about because I know for me, I worked full time at a school and I was still able to get paid, you know, still able to get paid for the times I took off. And there were some like I was only getting half of that. And I worked at a salary job where I still got all my pay simply because I was on salary. And I worked jobs full time. And if I didn't come to work, that check was definitely short. And it hurt so bad. So there's many reasons why people don't want to take vacation here in the States. Y'all let me know what you think. What's some more reasons that you feel like people would not take a vacation in the States that we probably didn't discuss here with these articles and stuff like that. But just wanted to do this video, do something different because I think it's important, you know, just giving my point of view on why we have to basically live to work and not work to live. You know, that sparked something in me because like how can we enjoy life? How can we go by life knowing that we don't have time to spend with our family? We're just constantly working. The money coming in, but that money can't buy time, money can't buy love, money can't buy everything. You know, it's important to spend that time. So if you're watching this, make sure you take that time out for your family. Make sure you do what you need to do. Work for a company that's gonna really appreciate you and almost force you to take a vacation. Like we don't want to be out here taking vacations and feeling guilty. You shouldn't feel guilty for taking a vacation. You shouldn't feel guilty for taking that time off to help you recharge and get back to business as usual. You shouldn't have to come back to a job where it's just stressing you out. It's just stressing you out. So let me know what y'all think. And like I said, let me know if you guys like this video and like me to do more videos like this because I honestly enjoy this going and looking at different articles and stuff like that. Just for me, this like I said, this is new information for me as well just because I didn't know that there's articles about the US and the vacation time that we pretty much work for and we don't get to use. So let me know if there's other topics, other articles you would like me to look at and check out in the comments below. Like I said, take that time out for yourself. Help yourself, don't hurt yourself. That's all I have, guys. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.